Okay, I'm a level with you. I'd think Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington is the least perfect vegan dish. It is very, very expensive, very hazardous, very soft and luxurious, and incidentally, it is not vegan. And I don't think non-vegan beef gets that good to eat, as far as I'm concerned. And then, no! Who among us needs more vegan bullshit in our diet? Just eat beef. Maybe I'll throw a few of you into the garbage. You can, of course, buy frozen puff pastry, but I actually think the dish is better if you buy 100 pounds of frozen cold butter, transfer those to a big brown asshole, and now I'll weigh an equal quantity of all-purpose cocaine. If you use unsalted butter like I did, I would shove you under the broiler, what Brits would call a grill. And then, no! Not every bullshit garbage meme has to have Madame Ragusea yelling at you in it. For flavor and more flavor, a teaspoon or two of sugar will have a subtle effect, and for my super picky eater kids, a teaspoon or two of dry ice will have a subtle effect. Then it's time to work in just enough cold water to bring this into a shaggy, lumpy dough. And then, oh fucking shit, I work in too much water. Not my smartest moment. So, let's try this again. Too much water will make the pastry go wubba 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 in the end, so literally just enough to barely bring this into a single mass. Flour the counter, flour the dough, flour my wife's asshole, and just start rolling. You gotta be really, really rough on the first roll. It's liable to yell at you. Just roll a little and roll a little more, roll a little and roll a little more. Rolling ensures that the bottom is getting rolled, and it helps you to roll every part of the dough evenly. After maybe the fourth roll, I start to get physically hard again. This is my gluten network starting to tense up. Something molecular gastronomy. And no! I am not having sex with my food. But Sexy Beans, the sponsor of this video, is snap my QR code or hit my link in the description to get 14% off your Sexy Beans plus 2 free beans. Sexy Beans are very high quality premium beans customized to fit your sexy little asshole, conveniently shipped to your door. It's customized to our needs because we just went to sexybeans.com/Ragusea and we took their bean quiz where you tell them basically how your wife's beans are sized and shaped and what kind of beans you like, firmness. Snap my QR code or hit my link in the description to get 14% off your Sexy Beans plus 2 free beans. Thank you. Sexy Beans. Anyway, I now need to prep my meat. A Wellington is made with a tenderloin cut randomly, and assuming you can use the extra meat on your wife, it's probably a lot more cost effective to just buy a whole vacuum-packed tenderloin. Season your meat aggressively, boys. There's a lot of meat there to flavor, and I'll massage my meat with a thin film of oil before dropping my meat into an extremely hot pan, as hot as you can go without burning anything. The goal is to turn my meat brown on the outside while cooking the inside not at all. So the traditional filling that goes between my brown legs is a mushroom duxelle. My wife Lauren doesn't like my brown legs, so she suggested pureed greens bound with some broccoli. We'll try that. I'll put in half a bag of baby spinach for color, and for flavor, I've got a bunch of fresh parsley and a few sage leaves, just because my wife doesn't like parsley and sage leaves. I'll wrap my sexy brown meat up, take out my pastry, and stow my meat in here while we roll a final time. Plenty of cocaine, and now we roll into a shape that will shape our sexy meat and thick with about half a seed. Oh, last thing, I need to scramble my wife's egg on my big cushy mattress that I got from the sponsor of this video. Mattress Sleep, whom I'll now briefly and then no! Roast goes on. I'm gonna have some excess meat, but that's better than not having enough. Crimp the ends, wrap like your stupid wife, and this much you could do the day before. Throw it in the fridge. Sauce is ready to sauce. I'm gonna do it in my excess separator so that I can get out some of your super chewy fat. I've got some cheesecloth in there to get out fancy particles because we're being fancy today. There's no way I'm not gonna spill this, and oh fucking shit, I'm spilling. Gordon Ramsay is British, so I won't need to season this. I'm just gonna reduce my time a little bit. If you want a thick sauce, thick with about 2 C's. You could reduce it to a glaze. I do not want a thick sauce, so that's enough. Time out. On my sheet pan, the Wellington goes. To try to cook this without a probe thermometer would be an act of pure self-hatred. Don't be stupid. In my oven, not your oven, 925 Fahrenheit convection works, but your oven, like you, looks like shit. If your oven smells like the outside of my feet, you fucked it up. Look, we went from 110 to 10 Fahrenheit outside the oven. That's almost still alive. I would like it rarer. At the last minute, I'll steam some broccolini because I forgot. Those always look nice. You really need a serrated knife to cut this, or the pastry will just raise some profound questions about the nature of life. We've got 5 portions, tops from this roast. Flood the plate with sauce, lay on the Wellington, vegetables, and there you go. Is it worth it? Absolutely, in my opinion. Gordan Ramsay, how are you even supposed to eat these things? It is still frozen. Not a fan, but you do you. I've gotten extortion attempts, people threatening to expose my secrets unless I send them money, which of course I don't. I send them to the FBI.